Yo, how we doing, everybody? This is Pascal, and I'm here with my second video, and this is me making a very big progress on my end. I was doing cold calls, showing us how I did cold calls on my first video, and I've been doing this for the past 1 month, and I actually closed two businesses, and I'm so excited and happy to share what I did. So this is actually me helping Coeb Industrial Solution and also Pitchmarks Technology. So this business actually specializes in sales, repair, and maintenance of all categories of air compressors and dryers and the rest. And before I move on, I would encourage you to like and subscribe to my channel. And also, this will encourage me to make more videos and show you how I help businesses. So, what did I do? I actually simplified how they run their business operation when it comes to tracking their customers, sending out quotations, invoices, quote items, um, also their way bill items, way bill expenses, service report checklist, and their job reports. So this is actually everything about their business process that I handled for them. The biggest solution I did for them was how to sync their inventory when they way bill out items, which is what I did here. First thing is how they register their customers that needs help with repairs of their compressors, dryers, and so many other things. So for each customers, you can actually track everything you did for the customer. We have the related jobs, we have your quotations, the ones that are approved, pending, rejected. We have related way bills, related service reports, related job completion reports. So everything about this business or about this company or this organization is actually here. We have quotations. Now, quotation is whereby these customers are like, okay, we need your help and we want you to help us do this. The first thing they always do is send out inspection quotation, which is where they tell them that, okay, this is the fee or this is the amount we are going to charge you. And he said they always need that because that's the first thing they need to send them. And compiling this takes time. We have customer ID, we have the quote type, is it inspection, quotation, or service, approved by, we have the approval status. Now it's going to be pending by default, but once it is approved, it is going to send out, which is what I'm going to show you in a few seconds. So this is actually what they wanted me to do for them, how they send out quotation, inspection quotations, and also service quotations faster. And after this, the next thing is going to be service quotation, which is what I'm going to show you in a bit. Before I show the service quotation, the next thing is once the company has or the organization has approved, okay, this is the amount you are spending for you to come over to check the inspection. The next thing I'm going to do, you can go over the quotation to, change it to service quotation. Now, when you change it to service quotation, it is still going to be in pending because you've not actually sent out quote items. Quote items is, we've inspected your products and this is what you want you to do for us. And this is what is going to cost you to repair this machine. That's what Coeb is specialized in. So this is how it actually looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add quote items, and these quote items, invoice item, waybill items, they are all synced with the inventory, meaning it's going to be very easy to search for your parts and search for products. So just go here, you add all your items and the total is going to reflect in the quotation. So after all this is done, the next thing they do is go to quotations and they approve it. And once it is approved, this is how this is the format of which the invoice arrives at their customer's inbox. So this is actually how the quotation looks like, and this is the newest design. So I did this also with Anyten. For those that don't know, I actually specialize using AppSheets and also Anyten to simplify business process. So this is how the invoice, the quotation looks like. Now, once the quotation is approved, and they be like, okay, send us an invoice. Coeb goes over. And sorry guys, I think I forgot something. Next thing they always do is once the quotation is approved, there's just a button where you convert to jobs, meaning okay, this is now a job that has been signed. So once this button is clicked, it goes over to the jobs tab, and this is the job and every information you need to know, as well as tracking every related reports, expenses, invoices related to that particular job. Next thing they do is once it's time to send out invoice, with one click they just go to, okay, once it's time to send out invoice, they go to the invoice tab, and also as well they approve this, they just click on edit, they approve it, change the status to unpaid, and it sends out, and this is how the format looks like. So the invoice is also similar to the quotation, but I think this invoice is going to contain the account number and the details and maybe a tag which is unpaid. After approving, the next thing is to bill out that items, which is the best part, that syncs with the inventory. So they don't have to manually update the inventory, because once the product is out, this product is out and it needs to be updated in the inventory, and which is something they also need to track, and what I've made easier for them. So for the waybill, it's just similar to the quotations, where you create a new waybill. You create a new waybill, you add the customer, the job, the customer's number, his name. A waybill number will be automatically assigned, and the approval status, which will be pending as usual until it is approved. So once you create a quotation, the next thing is to add once you create a waybill, the next thing is to add waybill items. Sorry, the quotation is different from this, but they are all the same. And sometimes waybill items will be different from the quote items. So they might quote you 3 different items, but the organization might be like, okay, we need only one. Then that's what COEB is going to issue out. So after this waybill has been approved, on the inventory aspect, it is going to be updated. Yeah, it looks like a sheet, but it depends on how you want the view to look like. You can add photos of your products and the rest. So this is brief summary of everything I did. And also, once a job is delivered and has been repaired, we have the service reports, and it's just like a form where they fill in the jobs info, the machine details, as well as the comments and signature. So we have service reports, and we also have job report as well. So this is just a brief summary of everything I did for the business, and in my upcoming videos I'm still going to be doing more of this, and when I sign more clients, I will share my experience and everything I know, also about AppSheet as well. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and to encourage me in dishing out more videos. Thank you. God bless. Peace.